Here with Dave Stockton, world-renowned player and now world-renowned teacher. Dave, how did the transition go from playing to teaching?
Well, the teaching I've done all my life. Even when I played, because of my renown with the putting, short game and stuff, a lot of people, would come to me. And in those days, you would say, Annika Sorenstam was one. I'd say, I'd be glad to help you, no charge. Just don't tell anybody because I don't want to get bugged,
Yeah.
But then in 2009, I had rotator cuff surgery and actually followed the next shoulder a year later in 2010. And I knew I was going to be out, and it kind of gave me a good reason not to keep on playing.
Yep.
And once I started, Michelle Wee was the first one 2 weeks before the surgery, and Mickelson was a week after the surgery. And from there, it just snowballed.
But you teach some of the top players, but you teach amateurs as well?
Yeah, you teach everybody, and both the boys also teach. Ronnie and Dave Jr. both teach also. So
the transition this year, there's a lot of talk about anchoring, not anchoring. Players can't do it anymore. You've helped some of the players to do the transition, and tell me what's that like?
Well, it's been interesting. Tim Clark was one of the first ones from South Africa that came, and we worked, and he blew me away. He has unbelievable touch, and he's been really outspoken about the rule, and I think that might hurt him because he just talked about taking his livelihood away. I was pleased to see him go to Hawaii and have a top 10 finish, and then he did not play well last week in Palm Springs. I don't know whether there's a putting or not. Keegan Bradley's another one we've talked to. My son David's worked with him, and I haven't worked with him yet. I know he's out there at San Diego this week. But there's quite a few people. Of course, the biggest one that I worked with was Matt Kuchar, who I couldn't figure out was left hand low and flipped it. Unlike Spieth, who keeps going through, he would flip it, and he went to that anchor on his arm. And I think a lot of people are probably going to go to that too.
That's one of the
ways
alternatives
they can beat it.
that are still illegal.
Right.
Jordan Spieth, obviously he's known, he's a great ball striker. All players are great ball strikers, but he's differentiating himself with his putting. What do you see in him that maybe some of the other guys don't have?
Well, I think he's unique. I see in McIlroy and Spieth the characteristics that Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus showed, and that everybody talks about their swing and stuff. I'm looking for what's between their ears. And at a young age, both these guys know what they're doing with it. Spieth's a little more unusual. He's left-hand low. He doesn't take a practice stroke, neither does McIlroy for that matter. And then Jordan either looks at the hole or doesn't look at the hole. So the thing about Jordan, he's by far the best, so far in his career, the best 15 to 30 foot putter I've ever seen. And that really rattles your opponent when you know the guy's got it under 30 foot and you know he's expecting to make it. It gives him a leg up. He's not as long as McIlroy, but their minds fit the games that they have.
Great. Thanks a lot for your time, Dave, and have a good 2016.
You're welcome. Appreciate it. Thank you.